What is up, LEGO fans? Cow60Bricks here, and today I'm joined by three other members of the Spinjitzu Legends podcast, where we're going to talk about everything LEGO Ninjago. In today's episode, we're going to be discussing some aspects of the show, such as our favourite ninjas and villains, and our favourite/least favourite seasons of the show. So that's enough from me. I'll let the others introduce themselves now.
Hi, it's LEGO Teen Superstructure here on the Spinjitzu Legends podcast, and I'm just going to introduce you to my channel. And on my channel, I do some set reviews, some digital videos, and I also go over like LEGO sets that were newly revealed. And I'm just going to be here on this podcast.
Hi, my name is Swift Logo and welcome to the podcast.
Hello. So, my name is the Lord of the J, and I am a new Ninjago YouTube channel that makes interesting tributes, and I am most known for this exact reason. And right now, I have an ongoing series on my channel called Masters of Tributes, so if you want, you can check it out. I am also working on a very special project that will come in the future.
Alright, thanks guys. So I suppose we'll start with the favourite ninja topic. So I'll go first. My favourite ninja has always been Cole. I'm not really sure why. I just think he had a very interesting character. I liked the way he was the leader in the pilots. He's not the leader anymore, and he definitely had a really good arc in Season 13. Jay would be my close second. He's just really funny, I suppose. I liked him a lot more before the reboot, definitely. As for Kai and Nia, I hated them, I think, before the reboot. I think that actually really helped them. Lloyd would be much the same, and Zane's a really stable character as well. So how about you guys?
My favorite ninja is Cole, Master of Earth.
Yeah, Cole is the best. Also, when I said reboot, I meant Season 7, not the Season 11 reboot. I meant like their upgraded designs on the film, that's what I meant.
Oh, that's what you meant by that. Okay, so I think it's kind of obvious that my favorite ninja is Jay, but I actually really like Cole, and before Jay, my favorite ninja was Zane, but like right now, his character for me became a little bit boring because in my opinion, he didn't have an interesting story arc since like Tournament of Elements or Rebooted, and I really think that we need to see more Zane and a Zane season really soon.
Yeah, we definitely need a Zane season soon. After a Nia season, of course, she still needs to get a season. So what about you, LEGO Teen Superstructure?
My favorite ninja is Jay. Now, he's not like the one I think is the best is actually Cole, but my personal favorite is Jay. I really like Jay because, first off, I really like the humor aspect of his character. I really liked how his character grew in Season 6 Skybound. He was also pretty cool in Season 12 Prime Empire. And, that's why he is my personal favorite ninja throughout the series.
Alright, those are some really interesting opinions, but now it's time to get to the villain category. So for me, there's been quite a few interesting villains over the years. Garmadon, obviously a classic. I love the way he's a recurring villain, they keep bringing him back. I liked how they did that with Pythor as well. We haven't seen him since Day of the Departed though. I hope to see him again soon. Chen, Moro, and Nodicon were three really good villains we got in a row. They either had superb backstories or just great character. Time Twins are a little bit weak. Harumi probably had the best backstory, her or Moro. And a lot of the newer villains aren't that good. So we haven't got a good one in a long time. Hopefully Chief Mammotus will be pretty good. But that'd be my opinion on it.
Favorite villain, his build-up wasn't that good, but it was still decent.
Sorry there, Only Android. You're kind of breaking up a bit. Could you repeat who your favorite villain was just one more time?
The Ice Emperor.
Oh yeah, the Ice Emperor, yeah. That was pretty cool that he was Zane as well. That was quite a nice plot twist. LEGO Teen Superstructure, what about you?
For my favorite villain, there are a few villains that I do have interest in. First off, Garmadon, of course, because he's had quite a few different roles throughout the series, and he is a reoccurring villain. I also do really like Nodicon, though, because Nodicon is just a very conniving villain. I really like the aspect that he's like an evil genie, I guess. And then he's just like really intimidating throughout Season 6 Skybound. And that's why Naudicon's my favorite villain.
Yeah, I can definitely agree about Nodicon. I just think out of all the villains, he was one of the most successful. He really got what he wanted done. He created Jinjago. I suppose he got his unlimited wishes, so he got the wedding with Nia. He was, yeah, just really evil and did a lot of bad things. He was managed to capture all of the ninja and even got Nia killed. If it wasn't for Jay's last wish, Ninjago pretty much would have been ruined. Because all the other seasons they were able to beat the villain on their own, but with Nadakon, they would not have been able to beat him without reversing time. So, what would be your favorite villain, Jay?
Oh, my favorite villain? Okay, so I think I made a video about it, but my favorite villain is Garmadon, while Nodacon comes in a really strong second place. And I also like Harumi because of her character and because all the connections to the first season. And I know this is an unpopular opinion, but I also really like movie Garmadon. And if I would need to select a favorite villain from the new era of Ninjago that is going on now, so I would probably say Unagami because like he was the most interesting out of all of them. Unfinished game that's set on revenge to learn why he was shut down. That is a really interesting story.
Right, yeah. That's fair enough. All right, so obviously there would not be a show without the seasons, and a lot of people have different opinions about the seasons, their favorite seasons, their least favorite. Before we get into least favorite, we're going to discuss our favorite seasons. So I'll go first, I suppose. I definitely have a lot of favorite seasons because I wouldn't really watch the show otherwise if I didn't enjoy it. So season 1 is an absolute classic. There's just so much nostalgia there. The mystery of the Green Ninja, Samurai X, Pythor, Great Devourer, all those things are just really nostalgic to me. Pink Zane as well. I could go on for days with a list. Watching it is just really, really nostalgic. And then my 3 favorites would be season 4, 5, and 6. I think that period of time was the peak of Ninjago. Season 5 is my all-time favorite. Then season 4, then season 6. The villains, the story, and just the moments, the music. It's all just perfect in those seasons, I think. The Oni trilogy was pretty good as well. Season 8, 9, 10 had really good story, and a lot of people like its darker tone. And then I thought the recent season 12 and 13 were pretty good as well. Ninjago was starting to pick back up after season 11. But yeah, my favourites would be season 4, 5, and 6. And I did make a more in-depth video as well about ranking the season, so you viewers can check that out if you want. But yeah, what do you guys think about your favourite seasons?
So my favorite seasons are Tournament of Elements, Skybound, and Hunted. And actually right now I just rewatched the entire show, the entire series. So I have a new appreciation for season 5 Possession because I really liked Nia's arc and Kai's arc in that season. And also I really like season 7 Hands of Time because I think that it is one of the most underrated seasons ever, alongside with season 10 March of the Oni. These 2 seasons are so good, but still they are so underappreciated and underrated.
Yeah, I completely agree that March of the Oni is super underrated. I really love that season, especially being the last season for Will Film and all of the unique nostalgic moments and the callbacks to earlier seasons. That was a really, really fantastic season.
That's what I thought.
As for my favorite seasons, personally, I really do like seasons 8, 9, and season 6. And the reason I like these seasons is mostly because, well, for season 6, I just really like how it develops Jay's character, because, of course, Jay is my favorite ninja, and I also really like Nadakon, because, of course, Nadakon is my favorite villain. And then for seasons 8 and 9, I just really like how those 2 seasons are connected. And then I really like season 9 more than season 8, just because season 9, I think, is the advantage of being the end of the story. And I just really like how there's 2 separate stories going on throughout the course of season 9. And yeah, those are my favorite seasons.
My favorite season is season 13 because it's really balanced and well thought out.
Yeah, all of those seasons you guys just mentioned are all really incredible. But really, all Ninjago seasons are amazing. However, there are a few that are maybe okay to me, and some people would hate, I suppose. So, as for my least favorite season, I would definitely have to say season 7, Hands of Time. Now, I still really, really loved, enjoyed this Ninjago season. It was just probably the least interesting to me, but I love all Ninjago seasons, and this was no exception, because, I'm just a Ninjago fan after all. But for me, the main problems with it was The lines, they were really cringy and just hard to watch at some points, especially the whole Kai and Nia dynamic. They had a lot of really cringy lines. I don't think the two focus characters really worked well. Neither of them really got much development because both of them were sharing the spotlight, and it just didn't really work for me at all. The lines were cringy, and also the animation was a bit off, though I do know there was a reason for that, so that can be excused. Overall, the concept was amazing, and the story was really good. It was just executed poorly, which is why it was just difficult to watch, but I can credit it for being a good story.
My least favorite season is season 1 because it entertains a younger audience and a much older audience.
Personally, I have to go with season 11. And, I guess Day of the Departed isn't really a season, but I'm just going to count it for the purposes of this podcast. But yeah, season 11, of course, too much filler, a bit more childish than like the previous seasons, especially because it comes after the Oni trilogy. And for Day of the Departed, because it's really not a season, I personally don't like it because first off, it's very rushed. Second off, Master Yang is a pretty bad villain. And yeah, that's why these are my least favorite seasons.
In my opinion, the worst season is definitely the Ice chapter of season 11. Zane, or the Ice Emperor, and Vex were so boring and had no character at all. And I know this is also an unpopular opinion, but I really dislike Prime Empire. As the villain, Unagami, this time was really cool, but the plot was very messy and the execution of some lines was really childish and poor. And the fight scene in the first episode between the mechanic and the ninja seemed very unnatural and forced. And the plot of the first four episodes, I can't remember right now, seemed really childish for me.
Yeah, definitely agree with what you said there.
Yeah, definitely. So I guess we're kind of getting to the end of the episode now because we've covered everything that we said we were going to cover. But yeah, it's just been a real pleasure having you all on here talking about Ninjago. It's been really, really fun. But yeah, I don't think I have anything more to say. So yeah, that's all from me.
I just want to thank everyone who was involved in this podcast, and yeah, just hope you enjoyed it, and bye.
Okay then, so I guess I'll see you in the next podcast, and bye.
I just want to thank everybody for coming and bye. I hope you enjoy the podcast.
Bye everyone, and hope to see you all again for episode 2.
Bye.
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 Hope you enjoyed the video. That's all from us.
Have a great
I almost forgot.
If you don't like, subscribe, and share this to your friends,
The buildable bat will be very upset.